play. A great play by the Raiders guy.
It's third down and 1.
Yeah, it should be 3rd and 8, but because of that great running, it's 3rd and inches. Woo! Let's do a horse sound.
And welcome to the next edition of Sack to the Future Showcase Time. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You'll also hear the sounds of Phantom Fighter and Terrors 89 as they continue the rivalry in the background, as they're playing the Broncos and Raiders on their channels in the 4th quarter. I'm not sure what the score is, but I don't think it's close.
It's 24-9.
Yeah.
2-minute warning.
The Vikings come into this game at 2-0, having knocked off 2 human opponents. The New York Giants, 41-7, and the St. Louis Cardinals, the defending world champion St. Louis Cardinals, 7-0. Yes, I will get that in there as often as I can. Who knows?
Poor Clem Daniels can't get anywhere to run.
But they won't play the horse because he got negative yards.
Yeah. So we are in sunny Tampa Bay.
Just give it to Billy Cannon. They have him break 17 tackles so I can hear the stupid horse again.
The Buccaneers have
all right.
signed many retired players. They're trying to improve their lot. We just got breaks from John M. He'll get my games caught up tomorrow evening. Which would be perfect. My next game is on the list is Colts Oilers. Okay. And as Fred Cox lines up for the kick, I've got to go through the motions of putting this thing into Super Sim. And the showcase is underway with Cox kicking out. Of course, why would it work? I went and set up to show player names constantly, and it's not. Here's a look at the Buccaneers signal caller. Ed Schlebeck played in 1 game with the New York Jets in '63.
Yeah.
I can't wait till the Raiders get rid of those jerseys. I hate not being able to see the numbers. Schlebeck.
Yeah, I clicked it one more time.
And we've got a sack by Carl Eller.
Yeah, just speed it up. I'll snap it with 1 second left and then do that.
And it's a loss of 6 for Eller and the Vikings.
Yeah, you had to settle for a field goal, and you had an interception and a turnover on downs.
The pass is thrown by Schlebeck. It's complete for a 6-yard gain.
Well,
third down and 2.
I think the last touchdown you got.
Herman Urenda on the reception.
Yeah.
Schlebeck, it's intercepted. Ed Shirachman. Ed to Ed on that pass play. Turn the broadcast off. Congratulations on the win, Terrors.
Oh, thank you.
What is your
You could really thank me by losing.
I'm actually not playing. It's a showcase.
Oh, it's showcase game. Oh, yeah, never mind.
So
I beat the Chiefs, so I know they've got 1 loss.
And no, this is the Viking showcase. John Lennon with a sack of Fran Tarkenton. And all we hear from Tarkenton now is the sound of silence.
Oh, I guess I'll end my broadcast.
60 outlaw. They can't hang with us.
So on second down and 20 after the sack.
Ready? Five.
Yeah.
It is a reverse to Hall. Tom Hall, third-year player out of Minnesota.
And I get the Chargers next week.
And it's a loss on the play. Phantom, you still there?
I get the Chargers, Saints, and then I play you again. And then
We
week
lost.
6 and 7 are going to suck.
We lost Phantom, apparently.
No, Phantom's there. Phantom. I can hear Phantom.
I can hear him.
You can't hear him? He's there. Can you hear him, Vinny? He's saying, Vinny, what's going on?
No, I can't hear him at all. I hear you
Yeah.
perfectly.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, he's saying nothing but complimentary things about you.
Well, I'm sure. Another sack, and the Vikings will have to punt on 4th and 26. So after the Sharrockman interception, they go right backwards.
As I was saying, I got to play the Boston Patriots in week 6, and then week 7 I got to play the second best world beaters, Buffalo Bills.
I hope so. I hope they. I got to play the Patriots this week with them. The Vikings get the punt off. It's taking on the 10-yard line.
Well, I know you got to play somebody else, not me, right?
Here we go.
I'm trying to load up my game to see if I can hear him on the broadcast.
Well, beat the Bills because I'm still kind of pissed that I lost to them on the Browns.
Okay, Phantom, if you can say something.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Jim.
Well, he's not listening, but I think it's because he can't hear you.
No,
He just said...
not on the broadcast either. Because also, you hear me ask Phantom say something, then I hear you laughing.
Yeah, because he said, you said, say something, and he said, what you want me to say? It's not like you're listening anyway, and that's when I laugh. Because you're not listening because you're not listening.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
Ready to break.
He's not coming across on the broadcast either.
Here we go. Slam. Slam.
Which I don't understand because when you guys were broadcasting, I could hear him. The fumble, and the Vikings have recovered. Nope, the Buccaneers are able to get it back.
What'd you ask him? Did you, he wants to know, did you hear him on my channel?
I was watching on his channel, but I heard everything on his channel, and I heard him through my headset until I started broadcasting.
So so you can't even hear him through your headset. That's weird.
No, I can't hear him through my headset at all. So after the fumble, the Buccaneers do get it back. It brings up a 3rd down and 4 for Schlebeck. But he's not coming across on the broadcast either.
Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
That's weird.
Campbell with the sack. 55 on the Buccaneers needs a haircut.
55 on the Buccaneers needs a haircut.
Defense, that's all I...
Roster.
And this punt will fall dead at the 4, and that's where the Vikings will take over on their own 4-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
An impressive punt by the Buccaneers, although I can't tell you who punted it because the name's not showing.
18 Gator. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Watch the safety crease.
And I'm fired, Jim. Hello.
Hello, Phantom, can you hear me?
Yeah, baby. Set, ready.
I'm guessing you can't. I'm guessing you can't hear him because he's been saying hello and many.
I can't hear him. This is really weird.
Run. Ready, set.
Hold on a second.
How many?
Hello?
Hello?
I hear you.
Do you hear me, Brian?
Yeah.
Can you hear?
Phantom, no. I switched my controllers over to the VinnyXWolf profile controller that's broadcasting.
Okay, Vinny,
And still
don't say
nothing from
anything. Phantom, if you can hear me, say something. Okay, so Phantom can hear me, and you can hear Phantom. You can hear me and Vinny. Phantom, say something so we can see if Vinny can hear. Vinny, gonna see if Phantom's gonna say something when I'm done. So hopefully you can hear him. Okay, go.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Squeeze, double. Squeeze.
Nothing in my headpiece and nothing on the broadcast.
Yeah, he said things that you would have responded to. So.
I guess I'm just not going to be able to talk to him while I'm broadcasting. Hold on, let me pause this and go check the broadcast settings.
What number was it? 50 what?
55. Audio sharing settings, everything's set. I don't know.
$55 on defense, because I haven't found the 55 on defense.
Maybe they signed somebody. They might have signed somebody. If he pops up again, I'll try and tell you what position he is. Meanwhile, on first down, Tarkenton hands it off to, looks like Tommy Mason, and Mason will get no gain on the play. And Dylan makes the tackle. Oh, I'm wondering which one of you is watching. It's me. Duh. So,
yeah, I'm still looking. Oh, there's 55. He's the center.
Oh. And that's holding on James Bond. No penalty against the defense. Yeah, defensive holding. That'll give the Vikings. What's the name?
Frank Jakunas.
Okay, no, that's a retired player. Frank Jakunas.
Okay.
So he's already been edited and rated. He just missed the haircut.
I'll get the haircut right.
And Bill Brown gets the ball and is blown up in the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard loss for Brown. Tackled by Miller.
All done.
When was the last time we exported the roster to that Madden share site? You'll have to be the translator for Phantom, I guess. Because I wonder if I could load the roster on my phone.
He can hear you, Vinny.
I know, but you'll have to.
Him.
You'll have to.
I will.
You'll have to talk to me like I'm handicapped or something.
I will do that. Well, he's saying wonderful things like Bills are going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, I know he is. I mean, that's his
Jim
personality.
Kelly's the greatest quarterback ever.
No, I can hear that coming out of Phantom's mouth. It might
Best
not
of the
be
83
accurate.
class, at least.
Yes, because it's not like he likes John Elway or nothing.
Mr. Ed, horse of a horse, so let's support the horses. Mr. Ed. What did you respond when I started making jokes, Phantom?
And that pass complete to Brown, but it'll be short of the first down, and the Vikings will have to send on the punt team.
The last time you uploaded to the site was before week 1.
Okay. So we'll have to do that again. Maybe I can use this to read the Buccaneers roster while I'm playing them. Now they're going for a long field goal. And it's good. The Vikings take a 3-0 lead on the strength of looks like a 52-yard field goal out of Fred Cox.
Oh, good Lord. All I want is Viking Buccaneers. Yeah.
I guess if he wants to communicate directly with me, he'll have to watch the game.
He can hear you, so he was wondering who jumped. The Vikings are going to be 3-0, which means his Bears are the only one that are what, 1-2 now.
Yeah, because they lost to the Colts and Cowboys. Edge Lebeck coming back on the field. Yeah, I can now verify it is 55 Jakunis with long hair. I just saw him again, center.
Yeah, that's been changed.
Yep. Schlebeck over the middle completes the pass. It'll be a first down for the Buccaneers.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Complete to number 81. I have no idea. The name's not popping up.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 outlaw. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long
Greer, Al Greer, a retired tight end. Actually, the first retiree that was signed. This pass is complete over the middle. Looks like to Greer again. Fumble. It is picked up by the Vikings. And they will start. Lee Callan picks up the fumble and returns it into Tampa Bay territory as Greer fumbles the reception.
Go now. Ken Lobo.
So far, the league's leading sacker, Alan Page, has not gotten to Edge Lebeck. Maybe that'll allow the rest of the league to catch up a little bit. Tarkenton swings out the pass. It is going to be caught for a gain of 2.
Not by any player on my teams.
No, I can't seem to get through the line. Even Marchetti. This time, Bill Brown takes the handoff, and he is going to run up the middle and pick up 3. It's 3rd down and 5. Tarkenton takes off running. He is going to get hit and sacked. A. Miller on the sack. That's his first of the game. A little bit of a shoving match between Tarkenton and Miller as Tark gets up.
Hey, don't touch royalty. So now that I'm done playing the great Phantom Fighter, takes all of my concentration to play him.
You got one more game this week, right?
Yes, it does. I tell you, Phantom, you're the hardest to play against. You're not the most frustrating. That's the most frustrating is Vinny and his. Let's go into 2-minute mode the minute the ball's kicked. Or John M. and there's no such thing as a punter.
Phantom, can you text me that website again so I can export this roster?
I would like the Cowboys to sign Urban Meyer. If he's really interested.
All right, so after the punt, Schlebeck comes back on for the Bucs. It's still 3-0 Vikings. They have the ball on their own
Urban
one.
Meyer, he's a college coach, but he's older. He ain't gonna put up with no BS. Because that's the biggest problem I think is that whenever Michael Bennett lines up in the neutral zone twice during the same defensive series, somebody needs to get in his face and tell him to not do that and bench his butt for a little while.
Michael Bennett needs somebody to get in his face about his lifestyle. I mean, he thinks he's better than everybody else, and he's really not. He was a good football player a couple years ago.
Well,
somebody also needs to tell him
on the Seahawks. And
somebody also needs to tell him that he needs shoulder pads. I think he's hollowed out. They're not even quarterback shoulder pads. I just think he's really wearing a shell. I don't get this need out of the NFL players nowadays to wear barely any shoulder pads. Okay, it might make you faster, but protect your shoulders. Okay, so thank you, Phantom.
So I would like Urban Meyer to be the coach of the Cowboys.
Well, it still can't export. It says we are currently working on getting exports fully working again. EA has made some updates to the companion app, which requires us to make some updates to our end. This should be resolved within 24 hours. So I guess I'm not doing that tonight.
And if not Urban Meyer, I guess Lincoln Riley, but I just see the I mean, here's the problem I have even with getting rid of Jason Garrett. I can't think of a rookie coach that has taken a team to the Super Bowl.
It has happened. I know it's happened at least once. Mike Martz. No, that would be his second year he did it. Let me see.
It would have to be recent.
It would have to be recent.
It would have to be recent.
No.
I mean, the guys have taken the playoffs, but I just can't think of any rookie coach that took a team. I know who. Seifert.
Oh, well, yeah, Seifert did in 89.
Yeah, it took the 89 49ers.
But I think it's happened recently, too.
Well, let's see.
Oh, well, let me do a Google search. I'm right in front.
It didn't happen in the Eagles won. Their coach wasn't a rookie. Patriots won a lot. It's not Belichick. Seahawks did it. I'm just going through all the recent Super Bowl winners.
Don McCaffrey of the Baltimore Colts.
Okay.
1970. George Seifert. Okay, here's a story. Philadelphia Eagles Doug Peterson is one of 11 coaches who won Super Bowl within 2 seasons. I don't want to subscribe, but this is just for winners. And Don McCaffrey of the Colts was a rookie. Tom Flores of the Raiders in his second year. Joe Gibbs of the Redskins in his second year. Seifert was a rookie. Switzer, second year. Brian Billick of the Ravens, second year. Meanwhile, the Vikings have the ball, and Tarkenton completes the pass. They're going to call timeout. John Gruden of the Bucks, but he wasn't a rookie, but it was his first year.
No. First year.
Mike Tomlin was in his second year. Yeah, second year. Gary Kubiak of the Broncos was in his.
He was a head coach of Houston before that.
Oh yeah. So Seifert and McCaffrey right now are the only ones who've won it in their first year. But I think somebody recently went in their rookie year. When I say recently, it might be like last 20 years.
Well, I mean, it's pretty easy. The last 15 Super Bowls have either been the Ravens, the Broncos, the Patriots, Giants, Eagles.
Tarkenton throws deep. He's got it complete over the middle. And with 38 seconds to go in the half, I apologize to anybody who actually is watching to want to watch, as I've been distracted, but it's rookie NFL head coaches who did their best. First and 10 now for Tarkenton. Throws it. It's complete over the middle. And the Vikings call another timeout.
Hey, don't forget to bench your quarterback there. And although I do ask that you play him again when I play you against the Raiders.
Tarkenton, he's going to get hit and sacked. He is hit and sacked by Wood. No, well, I'm going to close that and just trying to concentrate on the game, I guess.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But I mean, that's my biggest concern is you're kind of throwing away next year if by getting a new coach. Not to say that Jason Garrett could take him to the Super Bowl, but
Bill
you're almost
Callahan.
conceding next year isn't going to happen.
Bill Callahan took the Raiders to the Super Bowl in his rookie year.
You know, he took John Gruden's team, though.
True. But that's the thing.
And he didn't win.
The Dolphins are leading the Jets 14-7. Manch Wheeler making his debut after one game with the Bills in 62. Lions and Jaguars at the half is scoreless because it's a John M. game, so it hasn't been played yet. And Bears are going to play every week, apparently. What did Phantom say?
He said, yes, that's his way back to 500.
Is it? It's the only way to 500. You can't get anything because you'd win and lose at the same time. Looking at some of the highlights of Bill Brown, has made a catch, but the Vikings only lead 3-0. And the Buccaneers kick off to start the third quarter. Bring the ball out near the 30. They're going to call him down at the 29. It'll be 1st and 10 for Fran Tarkenton. Looking at the scores down at the bottom, the Packers leading the Saints 14-3 in the second. Oh, we got a score update there. The Packers now up 20-3.
And they're 18 Hall of Famers.
Cowboys beat the Bears 20-13. Tarkenton's going to line up under center.
Wow. Shit.
He hands it off to Bill Brown. And going to get no gain as that Buccaneers defense is swarming Minnesota. Minnesota has not scored a touchdown since the Giants game, as the Cardinals held them to 2 safeties and a field goal. Tarkenton rolls out and throws. It's caught for the first down, driving up past the 50. Fran Tarkenton is 9 of 10 for 110 yards, and that pass is complete to number 31, Darrell Lester, the rookie out of LSU.
All right, well, shit.
Tarkenton back to pass on first down. He's going to throw it into the flat. It was a dangerous pass, but somehow the receiver is able to bring it down, and he's jaw-jacking even though it was a 1-yard gain. B. Wood on the tackle.
All right, just so you know that there's a glitch on this disc where I'm going to miss basically one run play by Edgar and James.
Oh, okay.
If that's okay. Looks like it went for 2 yards.
I wonder if, out of curiosity, that game on YouTube, not that you have to go find that game just to fix one play, but...
Well, I'm going to make another order, and I'm going to ask him, my contact, my dealer, if his copy of this game has that same glitch. And if he does, then I won't worry about it. And if it doesn't, I'll see if I can't get a new second half. But I probably won't get the disc until late next week.
Was it... Classic Sports has a 24-minute version of it. Isaiah T10 has a 44-minute version of the game. Matt Revels has the whole game up on YouTube. 2 hours, 11 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, no, Matt Revels. I'm going to have to subscribe to his channel.
Matt Reynolds?
Revels, R-E-V, as in Victor. He only has 66 subscribers, so he must be relatively new. Well, 67 now. Oh yeah, he's got 3 uploads, 2 NFL games.
Which two?
That game, and then 2001 Dolphins Falcons.
So he's a Dolphins fan.
Evidently. And then he's got a couple like Eminem on spring break, Eminem How Come D12 World, Ryan Tannehill highlights, and Backyard Fight.
You had a chance to look at the game on his channel? I'll look at it, see if it's better than what I have.
I was going to say, it's 2 hours and 11 minutes. It's decently clear. It's got 3.3 thousand views and was uploaded a year and a half ago. It's amazing. Well, probably because it only has 2 uploads, is why I've never run into it. And meanwhile, back to this game. The Vikings now lead 10-0. I missed a touchdown. Well, they're kicking off now, so... They're kicking
Just
off now.
so you know. Go ahead, finish the play.
The touchback in the end zone.
Phantom Fighters, shocked and disgusted that you're not really that's being distracted by me.
Okay. I will make sure I lose sleep tonight over it.
I know you will, sir. I know you will.
Tomorrow night on this channel and the John M, it's the Colts and Oilers. First game of the 1964 season. Buccaneers sends a man in motion. Schillebeck hands it off to D, and he runs right into Alan Page, and there's nothing else to say about that, except he was destroyed. Second down and 10. Did I tell you I got a calendar of bad dad jokes?
Oh, God, no.
I haven't opened it yet. I should, because it's already the second. Schillebeck throws it into the flat. D catches it for a loss of 3. Lee Calland on the tackle. Third down and 13.
If there's any justice, after you say your very first bad dad joke based off that calendar, the Iranians will come and attack Abilene, Texas.
Well,
I have to listen to them.
they won't have their number one man, as
Nope, they won't, will they?
Trump's forces took him out.
It's kind of ballsy.
Yep. Waiting to see the world melt down on the liberal channels. Meanwhile, the pass is completed out into the flat to Urenda, and the Buccaneers will have to punt. Fourth down
Out of
and
curiosity, I went to
It's blocked.
2 different...
It's blocked. It's picked up. And it's going to be a touchdown for the Minnesota Vikings. Off the block punt, number 83. Larry Vargo, the third-year player out of Detroit Mercy, showed no mercy to the Buccaneers as he picked up the garbage and ran it 13 yards into the end zone. Who got the block? Let's see. Number 23, Lee Calland, who recovered a fumble earlier. Calland having a big game. Second-year guy out of Louisville. From Louisville. And Fred Cox will line up for the extra point. That is the third Buccaneer turnover. But the first time the Vikings have converted it. So it's 17-0 Minnesota as they head to a 3-0 record here with 3:12 left in the third. Okay, what were you saying?
Well, I went to the 3 major news networks when I was reading Twitter. I was reading Twitter when I saw that the general was supposedly killed. And I went to one major of the cable news networks. We'll say it's rhymes with box, and they did have a story about it, and they were talking about it.
You would think that, yep.
And then I went to let's see, BMM.
Oh, the Clinton News Network.
Yes. And they were talking about some unredacted email that says Trump was confirmed trying to withhold aid to Ukraine.
Wow.
And I went to
fake news.
Yeah, the bad one before, the one that was really bad before Trump became president and Clinton News Network took over. They had with Ms. Maddow.
Oh, wow, yeah.
They were talking about how glorious the Democrats' campaign financing was doing this first quarter or second quarter of
Bernie Sanders.
fourth quarter of 2019. Yeah.
Bernie Sanders pulled in quite a bit of money. I wonder if he's going to spread it around to the other candidates.
No.
I see Julian Castro had to drop out of the race today.
Yes.
Which I don't know much about the guy. I don't know much about the guy, but I wasn't quite sure if we were ready to have a President Castro.
Well,
meanwhile, the Vikings have the ball back.
Another female Democratic candidate sent her entire staff home.
She's not the one that throws binders at him, is she?
No, she's the one that was having meditation during her campaign. running medication.
Bill Brown takes the handoff, and he is going to plow through up to the 32. It'll be a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9. Tarkenton in the shotgun by himself now. Well, I know that the 3-ring binder tosser tweeted out earlier about how she never spent any time on the golf course in 2019, which is a shame because it's a good exercise, good workout. Plus, you can get a lot of deals done when you have other people golfing with you.
Yeah.
But you know what else she didn't do in 2019? She spent 0 hours as president, same as she will in 2021.
That's true.
Fran Tarkenton completes the pass over the middle, 2nd down and 4 now to Tom Hall, sorry. Tarkenton throws
Before
this
I went
one.
and had my battle with Phantom Fighter, there's no confirmation by Western sources that the general was killed, and now I see that BBC has confirmed that the Pentagon says, yep, the Pentagon confirmed he was killed at the direction of the president.
Yep. So that will end the 3rd quarter, I believe. Vikings will be foolish to punt this before the end. 4, 3, 2. Nope, they will. They punt just as time runs out. And it's going to bounce on the goal line. And we will begin the 4th quarter with Minnesota leading Tampa Bay 17-0.
U.S. President Donald Trump tweeted an image of the American flag after the news. And global oil prices soared 4%.
So on 1st down and 10 for Schlebeck. He clocks back to throw, and it's going to be dropped as the receiver had it in his hands and then decided to dive before he made the catch official. And he dropped it. Really strange looking.
What are you going to do there, Phantom?
2nd down and 10. This time the pass is complete in the flat,
right.
but it'll be no gain. What's that?
Phantom might be back. If not, he might not. So if not, have a good night.
Okay, have a good night, Phantom. Sorry I couldn't hear you. Must be that selective hearing that my wife tells me I have. Meanwhile, it'll be 4th and 10 as the Buccaneers complete another pass, this time out of bounds. They're going to go for it on 4th and 10 from their own 20. So Black fakes the handoff like we believe that. Alan Page, almost, it is intercepted. It was tipped and then intercepted on 4th and 10 by Rip Hawkins. They didn't need to intercept it. They actually lost 12 yards field position by doing so. But Alan Page he hasn't had a sack yet, but he forced Schlebeck into a bad pass. Let's see if we get the highlights of this. Yes, we will. It was tipped by number 44. That would be George Rose, the rookie out of Auburn, and Rip Hawkins comes away with a pick. Shoestring pick, Franco Harris style. Although it wasn't a pick, that was a reception. Immaculate, that is. Oh, they're going to review this to see if Hawkins indeed did catch it. Actually, it would benefit the Vikings to have this reversed. Looks like... God, actually... And then his to the ground about 3 inches as his soul...
You are breaking out. I don't know if it's because I'm losing battery power or...
I don't know. 1st down and 10 for Fran Tarkenton. Sir Francis out of Georgia hands the ball off to Bill Brown. He's being chased to the right, and he will be dropped for a loss of 2. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 12.
Oh, the Washington Post catch me up.
Yeah, they're full of laughs. Tarkenton is going to get hit and dropped in the backfield by the former Baltimore Colt New York Jet Dave Yon. It'll be 3rd and 19.
On a Twitter post, Washington Post says, breaking news, airstrike at Baghdad airport kills Iran's most revered military leader.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And Tarkenton is sacked again. This time, once again, by Dave Yon. Why didn't Yon do that when he was a Colt? Yon now gyrating his hips like he's Val Venus. It'll be 4th and 25 for the Vikings, and they'll punt. And this punt is going to go out of bounds at the 27-yard line. for number 39, Bobby Walden, the rookie out of Georgia. So we know he's got a ton of heart. Phantom Fighter's other name left the party, so now we're just down to you and I guess. Schlebeck sending a guy in motion. What I love about Madden 20 is the defender actually went in motion first. And it's incomplete. The defender goes running out wildly to the left, and about 2 beats later, the running back goes in motion to the left. 2nd down and 10. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay. This time the pass is complete.
Go ahead.
Don't know who. Curry. R. Curry.
According to Ed Werder of ESPN, source says Cowboys Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones have moved slowly and with quote unquote abundance of care and respect for Jason Garrett. The phase expected to conclude soon, with Garrett not part of the organization. Next phase to involve candidate interviews will begin quickly thereafter.
They'll probably promote Garrett to general manager.
However, if you...
Assistant general manager.
According to Yahoo Sports, sources say Jason Garrett is talking with players as if he's still going to be with the Dallas Cowboys.
On 4th and 2, they pitch the ball out to D, and he is knocked down in the backfield by Alan Page, and the Buccaneers fail on 4th down again. And just after going backwards on the last drive, Tarkenton takes over with 4:39 to go in the game.
Wow, CNBC just said something going back to world politics that's somewhat shocking. CNBC on Twitter said, quote, America just took out the world's #1 bad guy.
Wow. Bill Brown, meanwhile, gets a huge run for a 1st down. Folks, we'll continue to bring you Sack the Future as long as America can. Hopefully our might will keep us in the game against Iran, but it looks like we are definitely going to be in for some shit. But trust me, Trump doesn't do anything without calculating it, so this was not done on a whim. Ooh, breaks the tackle. He's going to pick up about 9 yards for Brown, and now he has 50-something yards, but I couldn't read it in time before it disappeared. 59 yards rushing. Tarkenton fakes the handoff. He's rolling out. He's rolling back to the center. His X flashed. He's going to start running up the middle. And he's got the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5. And Miller once again on the tackle. 3 minutes to go in the game. Tarkenton hands it off to Brown. Brown cuts right, and he is going to be down at the 2-yard line. 3-yard pickup for Brown. Brown, the 4th-year player out of Illinois, the former Chicago Bear. I'm sure fan would love to hear that one.
And according to CBS Sports, they have an actual article up that says Cowboys decided to move on from coach Jason Garrett after 13 seasons with the franchise per report.
We have an illegal touching. It was Gordy Smith caught the ball for a touchdown, but he had been out of bounds, so it'll be 3rd down and goal at the 2, because apparently you don't actually lose yards on illegal touching, just the touchdown. Tarkenton turning around, coming back. Another flag down as another touchdown is scored by the Vikings. This time it's going to be holding against the Vikings, Grady Alderman. And it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 12. The Vikings, can they score a 3rd touchdown on this drive? He handed off to Brown. Nope, Tommy Mason. Mason gets down to the 6-yard line. And it'll bring up a 4th and goal. And on will come Fred Cox to attempt a field goal. He made a 52-yarder earlier, but we've reached the 2-minute warning. This one will be from 23 yards for Cox. Cox drills it. He penetrates the uprights, and it's 20-0 Minnesota. And Cox will kick off. It is 11:54 a.m. I do not think we'll hit midnight on the East Coast here, so hope you're enjoying Sack to the Future on the VinnyXWolf channel. As the return man is buried at the 32. Number 37, Kameni. They're still sticking with Schlebeck. They signed him, goddammit. They're going to stick with him. Even though he only threw 1 pass for the Jets in real life. Schlebeck back to pass. He threw more passes in the NFL than I did. It is going to be complete for the first down.
On the ball, come on.
Although I did play semi-professional football for one game. Phantom, welcome to the show. Yes, Vikings defense is stupid. But they have scored touchdowns. After being held out of the end zone in week 2, they did score in week 3. They've scored twice now.
Come on, set, 70, Indy.
Oh yeah, shutout 8 straight quarters if they get this one. Well, I'm not sure when the Giants scored on them. It might have been late in the game. Schlebeck throwing deep. Overthrown, but there is going to be a flag. But I don't know if the Vikings offense... They must have. That one touchdown that I missed must have been offensive. This is going to be a pass interference on Charlie Brett, and will give the Buccaneers a first down at the 29. So their defensive streak is alive, but it's in jeopardy now. Schlebeck back to pass. He's going to scramble. He throws it to the flat. It is caught, and it'll be driven out of bounds with 1:14 to go. It'll be second down and 4. Schlebeck in the shotgun. Say that 3 times fast. Throws it over the middle. It's caught. It'll be a first down. First down to the 17-yard line. Schlebeck looking. He steps up. He throws over to the right. Left. I mean, he's going to be tackled, but it'll be first and goal at the 2. So this defensive shutout streak that is nearing 8 quarters is in jeopardy. Rose makes the tackle. Can the Buccaneers score and break this? Can they do something the world champs couldn't? Schlebeck in the shotgun. First and goal to 2. 48 seconds to go. The Buccaneers are spread all over the place. Well, if he takes off running, is wide open. He throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Caught by Chung Hee for the touchdown. 2005 Steelers, 2/3. Okay. I did tell you the 80 Falcons were done and ready. The next is the 88 Bills, which all I should have to do there is confirm everybody's correct. And I trust I teach enough that it should be a quick night for me tomorrow. And the extra point is blocked. So that is a second block kick, and this time it's... Oh, he's yanked down, and no flag called as Carl Kosolki picked up the ball, and he was yanked down by his face mask. But the animation made it look like a nasty tackle. Let's see if we see it on the replay. Yep, Kosolki picks it up. Well, it's actually brought down by the shoulders by the holder. It was blocked by number 19, who is roster filler for the Vikings. And the Bucs will go for the onside kick. It is picked up by the Vikings, and there's a flag down. Let's see where the flag is. It didn't go 10 yards, I'm going to assume. Nope, face mask. This time the Buccaneers are getting called for a face mask. It'll be called on John Sklopan. It'll bring first and 10 for the Vikings on the Buccaneer 26. So leading 20-6. I would assume they'll just kneel on it and go home. Bucs have 2 timeouts. The Vikings are in I formation. Tark fakes the handoff. He's going to throw. They're just throwing it for 2 yards. And the Bucs are going to call timeout. Well, I don't know what the Vikings are doing now. They threw a pass, but it was only a 2-yarder. Now they're going to kneel it. So the Bucs can stop it one more time. And Tarkenton takes the knee. The Bucs call timeout. It'll be 3rd down and 9 with 36 seconds to go. Tarkenton takes the knee again. And they're lined up for a field goal of what would be 45 yards if they snap at 3. Yeah, they're going to snap it. And it's blocked. It is blocked and picked up by the Buccaneers, but the quarterback, Ron Vanderkellen, will get the tackle. So we saw 3 block kicks in this game, 2 by the Vikings, 1 by the Buccaneers. But the final score is Minnesota 20, Tampa Bay 6. The Vikings held both the Cardinals and Bucs out of the end zone for almost 8 quarters. Finally, Schlebeck breaks it. Schlebeck does what Charlie Johnson couldn't and gets a touchdown. Vikings have a field goal, blocked punt return for touchdown. A couple field goals. And thanks for joining us here on the VinnyXWolf channel. Tomorrow night, a reminder, the Baltimore Colts at 2-0 take on the Houston Oilers at 1-1. Not sure what time on both the John M. and VinnyXWolf channels. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, God bless America.